before you get on a plane, you're going to want to hear these incredible inside secrets from pilots and flight attendants. Ariel Wesler is in the cockpit and he's going to freak you out. And then reassure you, hint, turbulence, it's not that scary. That little blankie they give you, terrifying. It is all on the incredulous.
To start the flow of oxygen, pay your flight attendant $75.63.
Okay, so that's a little extreme, but there is something you should know about airplane oxygen masks besides putting one on yourself first before helping others. You only have about 15 minutes worth of breathable air from the time you pull them down. However, experts say that's generally long enough for the pilot to get to a safe altitude. Next up, those blankets and pillows? Yeah, don't get too comfy with them. Flight crews say some just get refolded between flights and stuffed back in the bins. The only fresh ones are usually on the first flight of the day. But if you've ever flown on the last flight of the day, you've probably noticed flight attendants dimming the cabin lights at night for takeoff and landing. The real reason they do this, in case there's an emergency and you have to evacuate, your eyes will already be adjusted to the darkness. Also, frightening as it may be, turbulence isn't actually a big deal and shouldn't bring down an airplane. It's scary because pilots often can't see it and neither can we, so we panic. But even the roughest air won't turn a plane over or cause it to tailspin. So take some deep breaths and try to relax. And speaking of turbulence, if flying makes you nervous, avoid sitting in the back of the plane. It tends to be noisier and you'll feel the plane sway more in rough air. The smoothest seats, pilots say, are usually over the wings.
Ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
Traveling with first-time flyers, you may be surprised to know you can take a peek inside the cockpit. Visitors are allowed either before or after the flight as long as the plane is parked at the gate. Looking around and chatting with the crew can often help reassure anxious flyers. Just be sure to check with a flight attendant first. And one more thing, that Sky Mall magazine in your seat back pocket, airline insiders say it's a ripoff. You can find most of that stuff for much less online. For The List, I'm Ariel Wesler.